Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy. Hyphy, get lit just like me. Big bossed up, chop it up with Rylee. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.
Yo,
hello.
What's up, everyone? I think that
What
was
is
the
up?
intro. All right, what's up, everyone? Thank you so much for joining another episode of 10 Talks. We're here for episode 116. My hair looks ridiculous. for
Yes,
anyone watching.
happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day
Yes.
out there to all the moms.
Exactly. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to you. You're a mother of 3.
Do not do that. I hate that.
Really?
That's not even fair. No.
You're a mother to 2 cats and a dog. But
one day.
first off, guys, we missed last week's episode because we were in Vegas, and then we said that we would come back to LA, then immediately, do another episode to catch up to the missing episode. But we're gonna get into it later why that did not happen. So apologies to everyone for missing last week. Sorry,
Yes.
guys, but we're officially here.
I really thought we were gonna be able to do it, but
Me too. I thought it was going to be fine. I didn't know what was going to happen with me. Now I feel 100% better. But, yes, shout out to everyone. Thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate you guys. I think we should be good. I have the chat up to the left, but let me know in the chat if anything's off. But I think we should be good right now, and I'll put it away so we can get right into everything else. But we have a lot to talk about. And also it always feels weird when we miss a week.
I know it feels like so long.
Exactly, and that's why I feel like Rylee was like a little bit anxious, and so was I, because it's like after taking a whole 2 weeks off, you need I don't know, you need to get back.
It
into
just feels
the groove of
weird.
things. Yeah, it feels weird. I'm sorry, guys. But either way, let's go. We're officially here. We spent like we said earlier. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. We spent the day. We went to go to my sister's grave. We left some flowers for her because she was a mother. Happy Mother's Day to her.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to my mom. We went to see my mom. Gave her a really cool flower thing that Rylee found.
It was so cute. It was like a giant teacup full of flowers. It was just so cute, and they were like all like rainbow, like colorful roses and stuff. It was really pretty.
I think it's like I know my mom likes roses and stuff like that, but then also she just likes unique, weird stuff, and especially stuff like that. It just looks cute. I
Looks
guess.
cute.
But yeah, we were looking at different flowers. Rylee found this one
like
that
it.
was like it was like a giant teacup basically, but it had like a bunch of flowers in it.
I just said that.
I know, and I'm just repeating it. I knew you said
sorry.
it.
I thought you didn't hear me and like.
No, I heard you.
Okay,
Jeez
just making
Louise.
sure.
But sorry, I always have like such anxiety when I don't have the
Dude.
chat next to me, just because like in case of issues or
know.
errors and stuff like that. But all right, let's go. We have a lot to talk about, guys. Number one, let's just get the giant story out of the room, or just everything, because a lot of stuff happened in Vegas.
Yes.
Number one,
Let's get
I
into it.
did not, if you guys remember, I did not want to go to Vegas at all.
Well, let's cheers first.
Oh yes, cheers.
Also,
cheers.
this is kombucha.
Exactly. Cheers to 10 Talks. Woohoo. I should have got a straw. That hurt my teeth. And that was so sour. But yeah. So I really did not even want to go to Vegas. Said this before. You just I've things have happened. It's bro. If I say this, people are gonna create the craziest narratives. Like what could have happened, So let's just say I don't have the best of memories in Vegas, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I never really felt like going back there. I hope the shit does not go off right now. It's not on there, but it was happening last time. But either way, so I did not really want to go. And I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to $47 because he really did a lot of the convincing. Where number one, I didn't really want to go, and also on top of it, it's expensive. You gotta drive out there, spend money on gas, get food, a hotel room, and then actually spend money to have fun. And then by the time you come back, you spend a ton of money. So I was just like, bro, I don't even want to go. I don't want to spend a ton of money on this trip. But shout out to $47 because he was literally like, bro, I got you on everything basically. Got you on a hotel room stay, got you on food and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I was just like, let's go, bro. The hotel room stay was enough for me. And
Right.
And not only that, but a huge shout out to Vel and Brittany because
yes,
if it wasn't
huge shout out to them.
Yeah, huge shout out to them because if it wasn't for them either, we would not have gone because we don't Rylee's car probably would not have made it, or if it did, it probably, I don't know. It's a long drive. and your car is kind of like.
Oh hell no! I would have been so scared.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been a nerve-wracking drive for that whole time.
I feel like I might have made it, but
I'm
glad we drove with them.
Exactly.
It was fun.
It was fun. But shout out to them because if it wasn't for them taking us, that also it just saved like we were able to save a ton of money on the trip because we didn't have to drive. I did help Vel with the gas money though because I felt bad about it. We got to just like sit there and chill like that. So I did help Vel with the gas money and stuff like that. But we got to stay in a nice ass hotel room.
I wanted to add that not only did $47 hook us up with like a dope ass hotel room, but he was really a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And like.
Not fact.
Was super cool and like we had fun talking to him and
100%. And he was like texting me or messaged me ahead of time like, what's your guys' favorite bottles? There was like 3 Tito's bottles.
Dude, he hooked us up.
He
went crazy.
And not just us, like everyone. He got Toke and I a birthday cake like with our names on it. Like that was very thoughtful and
he wanted everybody to have a good time.
Yeah, and I really appreciate him for that. And I feel like everyone definitely did have a good time. But what the hell? Oh yeah, I was gonna say the hotel room, bro. The hotel was like the nicest place I've ever stayed. And my parents
100%.
love going to Vegas because my parents love doing the slot machines and all that stuff. They're like, they're not like gambling addicts, but they just like that. Like I've never been into it. They just love that whole experience. So I've been to Vegas a ton of times with my parents when I was a kid because I have had no other choice. They would just drag me with them and they would be like, you can't stay home by yourself. Like you're coming with us. So I've spent a lot of time out there with them doing shit like that. And I've never stayed in a hotel with a balcony or a balcony that had that type of it was crazy. It was super awesome.
It was amazing.
I didn't.
It was so spacious.
So super fucking spacious. I've only seen it in movies where you have like a remote that you press a button and your drapes go open and then like the drapes behind the drapes go open too. And I was like, they had those remotes on the wall. It was just buttons on the wall where you press it and the fucking drapes open. I was like, bro, this is sick.
There was one strange like thing about the room though. Like if you close the door from the inside of our room, like you can't get out unless somebody opens that door.
Well,
remember that?
We had our own door to the hallway.
Yeah.
So like it was meant for like privacy, but we did run into that situation where there's like there's 2 one-way doors. There's a one-way door on our side where
weird.
You can if you're inside the room, you can open and close it, but if you leave the room and close it, you can't get back in. And then there's the same door that does the opposite for the other door. And like we got stuck out a couple times because we didn't like realize what the hell was going on.
It was funny.
But dude, one of my biggest regrets, honestly, is like not being able to use the hot tub in that pool.
I definitely did.
Because I love, a good hot tub and shit like that. Don't use them often, but when I looked in that bathroom, I was like, damn, this place is fucking nice, dude. I was like, what the hell? I can't even imagine how much some shit like that costs.
Me either.
We got to smoke on the balcony. It was so fire.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was super cool. But also, we ran into some,
It wasn't the it was a very eventful trip.
Unexpected couples drama, and it just like I feel like there's been already a lot of conversations about it. Flacco's made a video about it, all types of shit, and I've already like kind of given my piece on streams a couple times here and there already. I only streamed like a couple times, but first things first is when Rylee and I were out, we ran into these 2 dudes who like. I kind of just like trolled them. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to my voice, like
I feel like that was even like a substantial part of anything. It was literally just.
Well, that was the part of Flacco's video.
I know.
So I have to talk about that. I got a lot of hate for that. Everyone's just like, "You're so insecure."
It was such a joke, though.
You're blah 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 whatever. Yeah, that was a joke. But like literally 10 minutes before that, I was going off on a rant, like saying like everyone's staring at my girlfriend, blah blah whatever. And it's just like. I feel like sometimes maybe like I'm just being like over excessively vocal just because I talk so much on stream where it's like it's not really it's like I understand the logic, you know what I mean? Like, and I guess it just we're not walking around a place like Las Vegas every day where they're just like just the fucking horniest drunkest dudes who are just like just staring around because like I don't know, there's a bunch of crazy shit going on in Vegas, you know what I mean? So just like I don't know, I never really had that type of experience. I guess that was my first time experiencing that. And we've seen other streams, you know what I mean, like where like the same shit has happened to other people as well. You know what I mean? Like where it's like you just kind of have to get over it, and and this does not completely come from a place of insecurity. It's kind of like I guess just I have to get used to it. You're my first girlfriend ever. Never been to Vegas with a girlfriend. Never been to Vegas with you. So it's just like a lot to like, I don't know, just accept, I guess. You just got to get over it. It's not that big of a deal. But it's like I don't think it's coming from a place of insecurity, but also the whole discussion about insecurity. I was saying this on stream yesterday. Everyone has insecurities. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, the insecurities is just like anxiety. It's just like happiness or sadness. It's like any normal human emotion. We all experience it. You know what I mean? Like it's something that we all go through. Everyone's insecure about some random stupid
100%.
shit, and you just have to like learn how to like deal with it or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying I'm like I don't understand the insecure argument. It's like, do I feel like Riley's
I mean, I
gonna-
definitely feel like my insecurities came out. Like when I hit you up about those girls, like that's an insecurity. I don't like that. Like
Yeah.
it made me feel insecure. I don't know. It's like I have to admit that to myself, and like unfortunately I felt super embarrassed after everything.
Yeah.
Just because it was just so public.
We-
It was so negative. It was so annoying. But it was so real too.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna cry.
But also there's this thing I've
But-
noticed where like Riley and I have talked about it, where like I'm a guy, right? I know the guy's mentality, and I can notice these things, and sometimes like I feel like a girl might not notice like certain things that guys do that's a little strange or off, right? And it goes the other way around too, where I've had like, you know, situations with girls like Cray Sean, you know, I'm like, I think it's a normal conversation, but Riley's like, no dude, like this is happening, you know what I mean? Like other people told me as well. It's like, and it's shit that you don't notice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those girls, it's like what I thought was just like a random couple questions on stream, later through other experiences those girls were having with other people, realized they were up to no good doing some
Yeah.
weirdo shit. So yeah. And you
But-
like notice it because you're a fucking girl.
I don't know.
You know?
I hate even talking about it, but whatever.
But either way,
I have to admit it.
we said this already on stream because we did a stream last stream on Sunday. It's just like I do stream a lot of my, you know what I mean, like my life, you know what I mean? Like I don't stream all day every day, like I have done that before, but I have streamed a lot of my life. A lot of people who watch my streams, they know damn near almost everything about me, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like just a very transparent person, and when stuff like that happens, it's kind of like, it's just normal. Like I don't know what I feel nothing to be embarrassed about, other than the fact that like, okay, like maybe 20 years ago it'd be kind of weird when everyone's life is so secret, everyone's just like oh, like how dare they have an argument in public on stream, blah blah whatever. But bro, all of our lives are semi-public at this point. I can go scroll through one of your Instagrams and fucking find out little things and all that shit, like, oh, you know, whatever this, and like find like it just, I feel like it's just completely normal. I don't think it's that it's like anything to be embarrassed of. We've seen a lot of other people in the streaming world get into arguments on stream, you know, emotional arguments on stream, and it's just shit that happens, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's nothing you can do about it other than
I mean,
just get over it.
obviously there's nothing, I could do about it now, but it's just like, I just hate that I was the one.
What,
I feel like I ruined the whole weekend.
you did not ruin
I don't want to cry.
Oh my god, you did not ruin the whole weekend because we still had a good time at the end of
I just feel like fucking shit.
Oh my God,
I feel
really?
like shit about it. I really do. And I feel like shit about it to like all the people watching the stream, because it's like nobody wants to see that. Everybody just wants to see
I
you
think
have fun.
I think that's exactly what they wanted to see, unfortunately. At that point, looking at what the chat was
but
saying.
it's just like, I don't know. It's not helpful.
You
it's
have
not good.
nothing to feel bad about, because also it's like
I'm so
there was
annoyed.
things I was doing wrong as well, like that dinner where I just like ended the stream abruptly and just like stormed
Well, that
off.
was that's what started everything.
But it's like, you know, mistakes are made on both ends.
And it's honestly like, I feel like we didn't like figure it out later on that day.
What?
So like we were just still upset with each other
Oh,
later on
yeah,
that night,
yeah.
and it carried on to the next day, where it's like, I feel like I always say like, don't go to sleep angry with each other.
Yeah.
Because like it sets the tone for the next day, and that's where I was like, I don't even want to go on stream. Like I don't want to ruin the fucking vibes. I don't want to be that person, because I'm not even in a good mood right now. So
Yeah.
like that's why I wasn't there at the restaurant and shit. But then I was just like, I have to go. Like I don't want to like miss out, because it's like, it's stupid. It was over something stupid.
Yeah, and it also it was a little bit difficult to have like that, even though we had our own separate room. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it just like something about having the privacy of your own home, or like it's just like you're able to have like a full on discussion, you know, and figure shit out. Where it felt like there we were just like almost waiting to get home to talk about it,
Right.
And it just like kept like overlapping on one another, getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
But either way, I don't like.
After we figured,
I don't think anyone should look at you or me in like a weird negative light. It's like, just like this, bro. No one's perfect. you know what I mean? Everyone makes mistakes.
Definitely
Everyone
not perfect.
acts on their emotions instead of their logic. Everyone, men included, and it's just like, you know, that should happen on stream, and fuck it, whatever. It's like we're over it now. And also, what couple relationship like doesn't get into arguments, but then also add a 10-hour stream to it? You know?
Yeah. Also, okay, so adding on to that, I was saying that we hadn't even like made up fully yet, and then
Yeah.
I was meeting up with you guys, so I was there was still already some tension.
Yeah.
And then I see all that shit happen with the girls, and I'm just like like Yuri hasn't even said hi to me, and he's talking to these bitches. Like,
I didn't
no!
say hi to you because you were fuming,
I know.
and I had a GoPro streaming on my
I'm telling
shoulder.
you, this was my worst day ever. I feel like I was horrible, and that I was literally like what Toke said. I was walking 90 miles per hour, like I was pacing, like I do not know. And then him and Housephone like flagged me down. They're like, Rylee. They're like, those girls are like our homegirls from high school, like blah blah blah. They're cool, yada yada. Mm-hmm. I did not care. I was like, I don't give a
Housephone
fuck.
was there too, and you went off.
Yes, I was like, I don't give a fuck. You guys don't know what's going on, blah blah blah.
Oh my god.
And they're like, I'm sorry. They're like, okay, you're right. I'm sorry, blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't care. But Toke said that I said, fuck your little podcast. I never said that. But I wanted to say I apologize because that was just the heat of the moment, and that was the last thing I wanted to hear is calm down.
Yeah. And also I want to say a huge thank you to Toke, and not just Toke, but like, you know, everyone that was there, because it's like everyone,
yeah, shout out to
everyone
everybody.
was like, you know, being like, that's all I made that post where I was saying
So
I really appreciate
supportive.
the people that I'm surrounded by, where it's just like, you know, even Toke told me, he's like, bro, he's like, I don't want you guys to not be together. He's like, I like you guys being together. He's like, and also he's like, you guys can figure this out. He's like, everyone has stupid arguments, all that
Yeah.
shit, and he definitely helped with that. But also to anyone like saying like, oh, you know, like, and also like Rylee was saying, it's very one-sided, where, you know what I mean, like you guys got to see like Rylee explode, you guys didn't really get to see me off stream, you know what I mean, like being very angry, and like our discussions off stream were just like, there's, if some of this, you know, like there's, you guys saw all this stuff, you probably look at me as the enemy and all that shit. So don't ever like look at Rylee just like the enemy, and anyone ever saying
Thanks,
that like as like, oh, there's this one weird negative experience that could be portraying this one narrative, like, oh, Yuri should do this, do that, blah blah, whatever. It's like, dude, anything that's worth having is like gonna have some, you know, difficulty to it, and like, and I've definitely, you know, like, I definitely was not 100% in the right that whole time either. I was definitely in an antsy mood, and also I was just definitely in an antsy mood, 100%.
Yeah, I think it's just something in the air, in there. There's something in the air.
I'm telling you, I never really had that many positive experiences in Vegas.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I felt so sick that whole time. I felt so dry.
I should have sent some messages to see if I could have talked about this, but I'm gonna be very vague here. There's one other thing as well that happened. Very strange, right? On one of the nights, I think it was the night when Rylee and I like had already got over it. Or it was like
the last night?
Last night was like Sunday night. We were like already chill talking. Like Rylee and I are like laying in bed chilling, and she's just like, are you on something? Like, I'm like, what?
This fool was like uppity.
I was like, what? Like, what do you like?
And it was like 5 a.m. Like, it was so early, late. I don't know what you want to call it. But
Rylee was just like literally seriously questioning me. She's like, are you on something? I'm like,
I was like, did you do something?
I was like, no. I'm like, what are you
Take
talking
a
about?
fucking I thought you took a Molly or something.
And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not on anything. And you're just like, no, you're acting weird. Like something's off. And
so
I was just
weird.
like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But I was
And
like,
then,
maybe he's just blacked out, like hella drunk.
Maybe. But then, but I remember that conversation, you know, so it's not like I don't remember it. But then the next day, you know, we have this giant group text of like 20 plus people, with a lot of people that went to the thing and didn't go to the thing. But anyways, a text was sent saying like, hey, I think someone got drugged last night. And when Rylee and I had that conversation, it was like at night.
Yeah,
we went to
nobody
sleep.
would have known.
We went to sleep and we woke up and I saw this text saying, hey, I think someone was drugged last night. And I was like, dude, Rylee thinks I was drugged last night. And then I was thinking like, there's 2 like curious cases of druggings like in one night. I was like, that's kind of suspicious. kind of weird. I don't
Yeah.
know. And then I was trying to
That's what I'm saying.
I was trying to think back the night of what I did that night, and I was like, I was very drunk, so I don't remember everything, but I do remember
You were very
I spent a good amount of time at the. No, I think we were there together. We were at the bar with Sharp.
I went for like less than 10 minutes.
But I was there for a while,
Yeah, you
right?
guys were
And
there
I was
for a
thinking,
while.
like, did I leave my drink on the counter for like, because I feel like maybe I left my drink on the counter, walked through. I don't know, dude. But Rylee thought I was on drugs, and I didn't take drugs. And I'm not gonna lie about it. It's like I'm not scared to be like I took Molly, babe. But and then also potentially someone else's drug too.
That's crazy.
And I don't know, bro.
That's why I wish we would have tested you that day. See what's in your system.
No, hell no. If they
That'd
tested me
been
that day, they would have
sketch.
kept me in the hospital forever. But yeah, so that happened. I feel like we had to talk about that. It was kind of strange.
Trying to think what else happened. Oh yeah, your Chippendales experience.
Oh my god. Okay, so
We're kind of going out of order here, but
I know dude, like,
Whatever.
that's what I was saying. It was good to write down the things, but whatever. The Chippendale incident. First things first. Let me explain the situation.
Chippendale
Let me explain the situation. We're driving to Vegas, right? Me and Vel are talking. Brittany and Rylee are talking. Not gonna say who brought it up, but the discussion of of seeing the Chippendale dudes came up, right? And Vel and I were like, "What? Like hell no! What the fuck? Hell no! You know me no Chippendale dudes, blah blah whatever." And then the conversations got dropped. A couple days later, we're doing the IRL stream. Rylee, oh my god, yo guys. So here's a little bit more detail to the story. Before I even went to go stream with Vel.
Oh yeah, the day I died.
Yeah, before I went to go stream with Vel, I went in the room and I forgot exactly what happened, what the series of events was, but basically Rylee blacked out. And I know when Riley's blacked out because if she's sleeping and I touch her hand or move her hand, she'll be like, ugh, and like fucking like move away, get all fucking angry. But if she's blacked out, you could literally pick up her hand and drop it, and it just goes like that, like you're dead.
That's scary.
It's scary. That's why I know you're blacked out, because I'm like, oh, she's like gonna throw up tomorrow morning for sure. But
That's actually scary.
so I noticed you're blacked out, and then I kept like listening to you breathing, like, because I always like I get
Good.
it scares
I'm
me.
glad. Cause I was like, you left me.
No, well, I didn't just leave you just like that. I
Jeez.
spent like 30 minutes. First of all, we only had these tiny little water bottles.
know.
I lined up
He did.
7 water bottles next to you. I put like a trash
No,
can.
you're the best.
I'm
just kidding.
And then I spent like 20-30 minutes just like, I think I was like smoking a spliff, and every couple minutes I like came over. I was like, she breathing? Yeah, she's breathing. Okay, I just kept smoking my spliff. But at a certain point, Vel's like, we're about to go. And I was like, all right, I think Riley's good. She's going to sleep it off. And Riley's blacked out.
Bro,
Asleep.
I regret that. So
I
bad.
go with Vel and Brittany, and we're gonna go meet Paul Lord Alley, and we went to Fremont Street, and then basically, long story short, a lot of shit happened that day, but we see the Chippendale dudes, and then I remember, the discussion we had, and I was thinking like, all right, on stream, I was like, let me do on Vel's stream, how you do it on YouTube. I was like, let me do a social experiment here. Let me see what these guys would have done if one of our girlfriends fucking came over to take some photos for Las Vegas, right? Bro, these guys are like
photos.
I thought they were gonna be like, try
standing with
to
you.
charge me or something like that,
Yeah.
right? Or even do like some Calvin Klein, like how they have in front of certain stores that have like dudes and like
Yeah.
supermodel girls like standing to take photos with customers and shit. So I was thinking maybe it's something like that where I'm just standing next to them. I stand next to them. First photo was like this, and then the dude is like, turn around like this, put your hand right here, and I'm like what? And then they fucking take the photo. Oh my god, dude! I don't know why that's happening, dude.
AK-47 Jet had
Jeez,
just dropped a
yeah,
bag
thank
of
you so much, AK.
$1.99.
Bro, no, wait, hold on.
In
yo.
line Zamaki right
My
now
bad,
just
guys.
got
Let
out.
me mute that. There you go. Okay. Oh, that's weird. As soon as I muted that, the thing went away. All right, yo, shout out AK, appreciate you. But basically, they just fucking forced me into all those positions, threw me in the air, and then they were like, "Give me $20," and I just fucking ran away, and I was just like over it. That was my experience. How do you feel as my girlfriend, waking up after a blacked out night? You're like, what did Yuri do last night? And then you wake up to seeing photos of me on
Brittany,
Fremont.
I woke up to a text because me and Brittany texted like every morning, and we're just like, "What's up? Like, how you feeling?" Yada yada. And she was like, I woke up and I texted her. I was like, "How you feeling?" She's like, "I'm good." She's like, "How are you feeling?" She's like, "Did you see Yuri and the Chippendales last night?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "Oh my god, it was hilarious." And so I asked Yuri, I was like, "What happened with the Chippendales?" Yuri just looked at me and like shook his head.
I've never been more embarrassed because it's like I woke up and I forgot. I was so drunk.
I
too.
thought those were fake pictures at first. I thought somebody edited them.
I woke
I was
up.
like, there's no way this is real.
Bruh, I woke up and Rylee wakes up before me. So I woke up to Rylee going like, what happened with the Chippendales last night? And I was like, oh my God, bro. I was like, okay. Then I had to explain everything. But how did you feel?
I thought it was hilarious.
You think it's funny?
Yes.
Are you embarrassed
No.
that your boyfriend is in these? Because that's the one thing. There's a, coming back to insecurity, right? This is where like I'm not insecure, where it's like I am confident in the person I am. Bro, like those photos being out doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me like, Yuri, you fucked up. That's your children are gonna see that. Blah blah blah. Like,
And we're gonna explain to them you did a Vegas stream and it was hilarious.
I've shown Rylee my parents' photos from the Hollywood
Yeah.
parade. I don't look at my parents any weird way.
You're gonna be like,
bro.
honey, I was live streaming 24 hours in Vegas.
Your mom was
And I was
blacked out.
drunk.
Your mom was blacked out.
Your mom was blacked out at the hotel. This happened. I was out with your auntie Allie and your uncle Tote.
auntie?
Auntie Allie and Britt.
But yeah, it's like, and that's what I'm saying. Like the people who are like, oh my God, I would never fucking, God forbid, blah blah, whatever. It's like I feel like that's the place of insecurity. That's the place where you're more likely to find like a dude who actually does have like some homosexual thoughts, but he's like so scared of them that he's like, fuck no, dude, I would never do that. I would never fucking bend over like that for a photo. I'm not gay.
Homosexual thoughts.
And then he's Mr. Beast's homie years later. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like I have nothing to fucking be worried about other than I guess people like shaming me. I think Flacco is very disappointed in me. I didn't really get to see Flacco's perspective on it yet, but apparently I saw a No Jumper clip like saying Flacco is not fucking with Yuri's Chippendale thing.
LOL.
Flacco also,
Except
yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it, but either way,
Anywho.
that was that whole
Let's-
thing.
After it all, ended up being a great fun time.
Yeah, I agree. We got to know each other way better, and so did
We
the chat.
did. They did.
They got to know us way better as well.
And I got to bond with the girls a lot.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Love my
wait, hold on,
girlies.
not like that. Anyways, also,
Yeah.
I say you definitely
Pause.
did. My bad, not like that. There's something else I want to say is on Sunday, right? Actually, hold before we even get to that whole thing, guys. At one point on stream, right? Listen to this. At one point on stream, I'm like, I asked $47 because he got the hotel. I'm not trying to get him in trouble. I feel grateful that I'm even there, so I'm trying to be very respectful of the location and the place.
Right.
And I asked $47, can I throw a paper airplane off the balcony? He said yes, it's fine. So I made a paper airplane, right? I threw it off the balcony, and the paper airplane basically like, instead of flying down, it just started flying up, and it just went up, 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 up. It went up, up.
It caught
and
like
then
a breeze.
It caught like a breeze and just fucking went like up over the building, just flew away. And we were like, whoa, no way. And I made this other airplane that was like a tinier paper airplane, but it was like so small that it's like too heavy for it's like it wouldn't work properly, basically, right? I was like, fuck it, let me see how this thing works. I threw that thing. Bro, that little airplane fucking you got, I'm not sure if you guys could see on the GoPro or not, but that thing flew for so long, dude. It kept going up and down, like made all these crazy turns. Like I couldn't even follow. It was flying for like probably like 10 minutes or some shit.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It was really cool.
But before thanks.
It was. I was like, what the fuck?
Before I threw the small airplane, right? Like I swear like maybe like 10 minutes had passed before like I threw the big airplane, 10 minutes had passed through the small airplane. And then that was like that was when the sun was still up,
Yeah.
right? We spent the rest of the night doing stuff, all the shit happened, blah blah blah, whatever. The next morning, and also we spent the rest of the night. Sharp came through a bunch,
Yeah.
right? That was the night everyone came through.
Everybody came through.
Everyone was kicking it on the balcony. I was on that balcony, hella smoking spliffs, doing a bunch of shit. There was no airplane that whole night, bro. The airplane never came back that night. I wake up that next morning. Rylee and I are getting ready to leave. And bro, that first airplane that I threw,
He was like looking for his shoes. That's the only
Oh,
reason he
yeah,
went
yeah.
out there. And he like looked and yeah, he saw the fucking airplane. Right on the balcony.
I was looking for my sandals, and I was like, no way. I was like, babe, the paper airplane is back.
You're like, you're not gonna believe this.
Dude.
I was like, what? And you just held it up. I was like, no fucking way.
And then to make it even like a little bit more interesting and creepier is I fucking I went on Instagram, told the whole story on Instagram, grabbed the airplane on my Instagram video, threw it off the balcony. The airplane went whoo whoo, and then just came right back and fell right back on the balcony. And I was like, I'm just leaving it there.
Yeah.
And I just left it there at the hotel room. So I was like, it seems like that plane wants to be in that room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just keep it
I don't
there.
blame it.
I think Vel was saying, he's like, bro, what do you do if you come back home to LA and that airplane's like
On your doorstep?
On your doorstep. I'd be like, bro,
that's too freaky.
I would not go to Greece.
Oh yeah, that's a scary
If
sign.
that airplane was on our doorstep, I'd be like, babe, I'm sorry. I love you so much. Thank you, but we'll have to take a ferry.
Damn, how long would that take?
I know, that would take a year.
That would be a journey.
I would come back with the beard.
Seriously. We'd
yeah.
be living like stricken Fran.
What was your most favorite part of the trip?
I said when we got there and being excited for the trip.
Oh, yes, that was exciting.
Yeah, when we got there, it was fun. I don't know. The last day, probably.
When
Just
Toke and Housephone
chilling.
left?
I know, that's the shittiest part, is because we like fucking all were getting along and they fucking left. I tried to convince them.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when we were chilling by the pool.
That was fun. Honestly, just the coolest experience is like
dinner.
dude, this is we all know each other from No Jumper. That's like the linking thing, right? And then now the No Jumper's gone. Like we during that whole time we were at No Jumper, we never really had like, the ability to do shit like this. We're all busy as fuck, right? But now that we had the ability to do stuff like this, I'm like, bro, like this was cool. And we we were having like a cool discussion where I was like saying like, dude, like the dream team at like No Jumper is like no longer there, right? But we're all still fucking friends. It's like we're all still cool with each other. It's like, and we should not be afraid to hit up one another, be like, yo, let's link up and do some shit, you know what I mean, like, or whatever.
Yeah, because it was more than a business. It's like an actual friendship, genuine, and we ended up having a good time. It was cool. Like, I want us to do more shit like that together, hopefully in better,
bro, you guys want to hear something
better
crazy?
Conditions, but
I think after we ended the stream, like it was like me, like Sharp, Housephone and Vel, and I think $47 was there, and we were all just chopping it up, talking for like so long. You know what I mean? Like hours off stream, bro. Like, and then just shit like that. It's like, bro, we were not genuine good friends. It's like we would not even be able to
do that.
The stream would end, be like, all right, yo, goodbye, dude. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. You know what I mean, or whatever. But like we stayed up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, just like talking, smoking, kicking it, drinking, way too much.
Way too much. But no, it was cool.
But
I'm glad we did that.
One thing that did happen that I want to talk about, and it's kind of like a long thing here, but guys, on Sunday, right? We got there Friday, and we left Monday. But on Sunday, I think I woke up, and I was already was it Sunday or was it Monday? It might have been Monday when I woke up. But I woke up and I immediately noticed I had this crazy pain in my ribs where it was hard to get out of bed. It was hard to go from a laying down position to like a sitting up position, and basically everything I did was just hurting. And I was like telling Rylee, I'm like, damn, dude, like my fucking ribs hurt. Like, what the hell's going on? And I already like experience back pain every now and then. It's probably from bad posture or some shit like that, maybe dehydration too. But I already experienced back pain, so that day I was having crazy back pain, and also my ribs were hurting. And I was just like, bro, like this is fucked up. And shout out to Vel and Brittany, they drove us back home, and that during that whole journey, I was just like fucking. It was just getting worse and worse.
It was hella painful.
It was hurting so bad. I didn't know what to do, and I remember that when I was when we were in Vegas, they had like the balcony, and the balcony had a double railing. It had like a normal railing, and they installed this like second further in railing to prevent people from getting too close. And I was like leaning on top of that high ass railing, trying to get a better view of the drop or whatever it is of the balcony shit. And I think I put so much weight on my ribs that I might have bruised my ribs. I think that's what happened. But either way, woke up in hella pain. And we drove back on Monday, and the plan was literally to come back on Monday and do an episode of 10 Talks. By the time we came back, I was in so much fucking pain. I couldn't do shit. I was like, I told Rylee, I was like, I just have to lay down.
We were so exhausted.
And I literally just like lay down like this, like the whole fucking rest of the night. We went to sleep, woke up the next morning. The next morning, Riley's like, all right, like I'm gonna start cleaning the house, doing stuff or whatever, and I try to get out of bed, and I was like, dude, I was like, my fucking, like, not just my ribs were hurting, but like now my insides were starting to hurt, and it felt like, I don't know, it felt like, I told Riley, it felt like my insides were rotting, dude. Like I don't know what was going on, but I was like, bro,
I'm like looking up the symptoms. Insides rotting, and people like have that shit.
really describe the same thing,
Mhm.
dude. It literally felt like that. I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on, and then I was just going through hella pain. And on Tuesday, I told Riley, I was like, bro, like I just need to lay down. I basically spent all of Tuesday just like laying in bed and just trying to rest and like not make my back hurt. So I couldn't stream Monday, couldn't stream Tuesday, and then Wednesday comes around, and Wednesday was like when I wanted to do my GameStop 24-hour stream, and we'll get into that whole conversation once we get to Zelda. I'm excited to talk about that, but that's when I thought I was gonna do that. I ended up canceling that stream because my back was hurting so bad, and then Thursday came up. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday could not stream. My back was just fucking and insides were just killing me. Sorry guys, to any audio listeners, I just hit this spliff, but bro, Wednesday night comes around like midnight. Riley's already asleep. I'm in the room by myself, like playing Fortnite or some shit like that, and I'm like, at one point, dude, my insides like start hurting so bad, and my spine starts hurting so bad. Like I was explaining this, it felt like someone was literally just grasping my spine and squeezing as hard as they could, and like at midnight I was just like pacing back and forth like, fuck, bro.
That's what really made me nervous.
I was like, I don't know what to do. And even before I woke you up, I was up for like 30 minutes pacing back and forth. And at one point I was like, oh shit, like I think I gotta go poop. I fucking go to the bathroom, like I shit a little bit, right? I come out, and like the pain like intensifies, it gets worse, and I'm just like, fuck. And then out of nowhere I start feeling nauseous immediately after the bathroom, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I just shit in that bathroom. So I went to the other bathroom. I was like, I came over here and I fucking started throwing up, and I just started throwing up like at like 12:30 at night. And I just after throwing up, I was like, bro, I was like, what's going on with me? I was like, I feel like I'm dying right now. I was like, I don't know what the hell's happening. And I came over to the bed, and I was like, and Riley just like fucking laid out like this, and I'm like, babe, move. I'm trying to lay down. You're like, what? Like, what's going on? And I was like, dude, I feel like I'm dying. Like, I think I need to go to the hospital. And she's like, should I take you to the hospital? And I was like, bro, I don't know. Like, I just need to lay down for a second. And basically, I just like lay down. I was able to fall asleep, and then I woke up on Thursday. But what did you think when I woke you up?
I was scared because you told me the thing about your spine, and then you started throwing up, and I'm just like, I don't know, something about the spine I don't fuck with.
Yeah,
like that's
scary.
like a very essential part, and a lot of things can go wrong there. So
facts.
that's where I was like, oh, maybe he is really sick if his spine is like really starting to hurt now.
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
That's why I was like, should we just go? Like, let's go.
Yeah, and dude, I really honestly, like, if I was able to move, I probably would have went. But like Riley was saying, like, let's go to the hospital, and I was like, if it hurt to even fucking move my body, like the only thing that made the pain not so crazy was like just laying down on my back and just like laying like this and just staying as still as I could. And I was like, dude, I don't want to even move. I was like, I'm just gonna stay like this. I knocked out, woke up, and then boom, we have Thursday, right? Thursday comes around. I woke up, still have this crazy gnarly pain, but I was super excited for Zelda, right? And we're gonna get further to this because I don't want to like say it twice.
Yeah,
I feel like it would be more important for the Zelda conversation, but so I ended up going, basically long story short, like at around 2-3 p.m. I was able to go to GameStop, get like this token for a ticket. I come back home, and I was thinking like, I'm just gonna lay for a second and then I'll be good to go to Reconnected. And then my pain was just like so fucking bad, guys. It takes like an hour to get to Reconnected, and I've sat during Reconnected with back pain before, and I for sure, like after rewatching the episode, I noticed how like sometimes I'm not even hearing what Blasey or Housephone or Potler are saying. I'm just like so fucking in my head about my back pain that it kind of throws me off. So I was just like, I was like hella pain. I was thinking like, bro, should I even go? And Riley's like, dude, like, are you even gonna be able to sit 3 hours? Because we do 3-hour pods. I'm like, she's like, are you gonna be able to sit for 3 hours there with this shit? And I was like, dude, I don't think I can. So I really did not want to miss out. I did not want to miss out on Reconnected at all, because I'm not gonna be able to be there next week because we're gonna be in Greece. But I there's no way I could have done it, bro. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay home and continue just like resting my back or whatever it is. So that's why I ended up missing Reconnected. People are saying it's because we were arguing, and people are saying it's because we broke up or some shit, or they're saying it's because I chose to get the Zelda game instead of going to Reconnected. But no, that's not the case. I was able to get the Zelda game without the reconnected thing, and it was not like that big of a deal where it was like, you know, super fucking serious. We'll talk about that more, but either way, that's why I missed reconnected. Just to wrap up this whole conversation about my back pain, I went on such a long rant. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
But for a long time, I've been complaining about the back pain and shit. A lot of people have been DMing me saying, Yuri, you're an idiot. It's your kidneys. It's obviously your liver. You drink too much, blah, blah, whatever. And that thought has been playing in my head, like, maybe I've, like, gone too far with the drinking, all that shit. But after talking with Rylee, it's like, dude, like, people think I drink or we drink so much. But realistically, it's like, you know, not comparing ourselves to crazy alcoholics, but like, bro, we really don't go that hard. You know what I mean? Compared to
we have,
but
for
compared
sure.
to other people who like are on a way more consistent
Yeah.
basis, it's like we're on a very, very low end level, right?
Right.
So that's why I was just like, I don't know, bro, if that's what it is. Anyways, long story short, I decided to go get my fucking blood drawn, and they came back with results the next day, and they basically said everything's completely fine with me. They said everything, all my levels
You're perfect.
are like completely normal. And before they even did my blood test, because there's so many different things you could test for, you know, in your blood, and the more things you test for, the more expensive it becomes. So she was saying like, what do you want to test for? And I told her, I've been drinking way too much. I binge drink. I think my liver's fucked up. I think my kidney's fucked up. I might have a gallbladder stone. I might have kidney stones. My spine hurts. I told her everything, and I told her how bad my health was, I thought. And she literally said she's specifically testing for all these things that I was complaining about, and she said that everything's completely fine. Everything's normal. And yeah, I'm good.
Yay.
But also I made this Instagram post where I was like, guys, I'm good now. I'm gonna go take shots or whatever. I was joking, guys. And then also I followed up with
I told you people were gonna take you seriously.
I followed up with more posts saying like, you know, now I'm switching to Jose Cuervo. I never even opened that Jose Cuervo bottle. We're probably not gonna drink it. We're probably gonna give it to someone. I'm not taking any shots. I'm good. I'm good on taking shots. Even though I'm 100% good, now my insides aren't hurting. I don't feel like I'm rotting from the inside anymore. I definitely felt like that because of that weekend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's because I went too hard.
It was too crazy.
Didn't drink enough water. Drank way too much alcohol.
Hella cocktails too,
Hella
like
sugary cocktails. It's like I just went too ham, and I need to be careful with that shit. So
we're probably gonna take shots in Greece though, because they give it to you with your meals.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that?
I've seen videos, which is fire.
Either way, I was joking about the Jose Cuervo, not drinking that shit.
Nah.
And also, you know,
I refuse.
I didn't even tell Rylee this, but you know what I really feel bad about is Rylee has like, you know, a couple aunts, and they're really nice, and they like follow me on Instagram.
Oh my god.
And two of your aunts, because I posted one thing saying, just got my blood results back. I'm all good, guys. Let's celebrate and take shots. The next post was, JK, guys, I'm really taking my health seriously. You know, I was just kidding on the last post. Like, I'm just fucking around. And then the next post was, so I've decided to switch to Jose Cuervo, right? Both of your aunts, two of them, replied to the middle post where I said, I'm just fucking around. I'm focusing on my health. They're like, I'm so glad you're taking it seriously. And I was like thinking like, oh no.
They probably know you're joking.
Then they saw the next post saying switching to Jose Cuervo. They're like, I was like, I hope they don't think I'm some crazy fucking alcoholic, because like, I don't know.
They're gonna joke.
And also I was joking about it, but I don't like to. I'm not joking about my health. You know what I mean? Like, I do take it seriously. I do wanna be a healthy person.
No, I'm saying they think you're joking about the Cuervo.
No, yeah, I hope so.
They do.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. To me, that seems like an obvious joke.
Yeah. I hope so. Some people were. I had a lot of people. Well, not a lot, but I had like, you know, some consistent haters message me like, "You fucking idiot!" Of course, and I replied to a couple of them saying like, "Bruh, like look how emotional you're getting, and like you didn't even take the time to understand this was a joke."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they just think it's serious. I don't know. It's kind of funny. But either way, sorry for the long rant. But guys, basically, finally got my blood tested for all that shit. I'm healthy in that regard. But also, another thing is when I went to go get my blood drawn, I really don't like, you know, getting my blood drawn. That shit's fucking gross. I don't know who's cool with that shit. It's fucking.
Who enjoys that?
It's weird, dude. But it's not that it's painful. Like I said, I can go through a lot of pain. I've broken bones. I've done a lot of shit to my body that's a million times more painful than a little prick of a needle. But it just feels uncomfortable that they're like fucking sucking blood out of your arm, dude. Feels, and like you feel it in you. You feel the blood draining.
Yeah, I hate it. Anyways,
when the nurse was like about to take my blood, I was like, it was so quiet in that room, bro. It was like you could hear a pin drop. And I was like, bro, like, I was like, hey, can I put on a YouTube video, please? I was like, can I just, like, blast a YouTube video? Is that going to distract you? She's like, no, it's fine. I opened up YouTube, click subscriptions. The first thing that pops up is Back on Fig is live right now. I was like, all right, whatever. Click on Back on Fig, bump up the volume all the way to max. And then 10 seconds into it, as she's, like, getting all her gloves ready and shit like that, they're talking about Mother's Day and all this shit. And then I was thinking, like, oh, my God, what if she's like about to prick me and they say something funny and we both laugh, or she laughs or I laugh, and like
your blood squirts everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. I was like, maybe I shouldn't play this, but I was like, whatever. I'm gonna just have it playing. And then like at one point, one of the girl guests they had on, she was like, Happy Mother's Day to all the girls who gave abortions or whatever, because they're mothers too. And the nurse started like fucking cracking up. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, who is that? What are you listening to? And I'm like, I was like, oh, it's my friends. They have the show called Back on Fig. Blah blah. And then
Back on Fig. She's like, what?
Yeah. And then she starts like taking my blood, and she had to focus for the first part. Then after that, she was just like waiting for it to suck out, and we're just both like sitting there like watching Back on Fig. She's like, oh, like what do they usually talk about? Like what's, you know, like she's asking all these questions about it. I was like, oh, just, you know, like news and shit like that. But
I hate
anyways,
that.
I bet she's gonna go home and search Back on Fig. So
shout out to you.
Yeah, you guys have a new nurse viewer, but she was really nice. She was really cool, and I don't know, if I had headphones, I would have done my headphones, but I had no option, so I was like, bro, I'm just gonna blast this fucking YouTube video just to distract me.
It made her day.
And also, the reason why I did that is because when I got all 4 wisdom teeth removed at once, I was like, bro, I need to zone out right now. I don't know what I need to do, and I just put on a YouTube video, put some Riley's AirPods on, closed my eyes, and I was just like focusing on the audio. I was like visualizing what the vlogger, I forgot what videos I was watching.
Oh
but
no!
I was like focusing on this video as best I can and not even paying attention to my mouth. And pause. And they took all 4 wisdom teeth out. Next thing you know, I was like done. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do the same thing here.
I do not miss that.
Yeah, but either way, I'm glad to know I'm good. And then
Me
also,
too.
I am taking a lesson away from this, where like I've taken it way too far that weekend. I was drinking literally no water, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Literally. And fucking hella Moscow mules and vodka. Just terrible. But shout out to $47 because it was all mostly provided by him.
Thank you, 47.
Yes. But I think that about covers like everything having to do with Vegas, right?
Yeah,
my,
I think
my
so.
ribs hurting, all the other stuff or whatever it is, missing reconnected, that also falls in line with that. I feel like before we move on to the next couple things we want to talk about, I feel like we should open our package today from
Let's do
the
it.
PO box. So shout out to anyone that sends us anything to the PO box. We have an open PO box. The address is in our description. It's like PO Box 3183 North Hollywood 91609, and you guys can literally send us anything. We'll open it up and take a look at it. So today we have a package from David, and the way he spelled Riley's name is very interesting. He wrote Raiyely, Rylee.
Hey, he tried. It's not the easiest name to spell.
Thank you so much, David. I appreciate you, man.
Oh Lord.
So let's take a look. I was kind of curious, like, what could this be? Because it feels like there's nothing in there. You know, maybe it's
stickers.
Oh, it's stickers. Let's take a look. I thought it said Bossa Nova. It says Boss Playa.
Cute.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for this, bro.
Thank you,
I
David.
honestly am.
Boss Playa.
I am a big fan of stickers. These
are really cute.
I'll post a photo on my Instagram later. I put all the stickers we get sent on our little mini fridge here. And that thing is completely covered. And these stickers are actually really cool. I like these.
I like them a lot.
I swear I thought I said Bossa Nova. I was like, Boss sent us stickers? No, it says Boss Playa.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, dude. Shout out to David. Thank you, dude. All right. Did you have anything written down?
No. I mean, we already know that what we're going to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to roll up a spliff, and I feel like I've been just ranting for so long. But can you please tell everyone your Zelda experience?
Okay, let's talk about the Zelda thing.
And wait, can you start off with my 24-hour stream idea? How you kind of knew ahead of time that it was kind of silly.
Yes.
But I was taking it way too seriously, and
yeah. So Yuri wanted to do like a whole 24 hours in front of the GameStop waiting for the game because he thought that hella people are gonna be like camping out for it and stuff.
And the game comes out on Wednesday.
No, it came out on Thursday.
The game was supposed to come out on Friday.
Yes.
That's the release date, and I was trying to wait in line on Wednesday.
Yeah, he was trying to wait in line on Wednesday, like at 3 p.m. or something. And so we go to GameStop on Wednesday to check out to see if there's a line in there, and Yuri wanted to talk to like the employees to like get the scoop on how everything's gonna go down.
Yes.
And I guess Yuri Yuri told me before that the GameStop employees like aren't the easiest people to deal with.
I had to tell Rylee this. Like, anyone who has dealt with like trying to get a video game when it first drops, especially a really, really popular one like Zelda or some shit like that. I've been to a couple other game drops before, and not anything like this though. Well, I don't know, maybe, but anyways, GameStop employees, bro, they're always gonna be a little fucking vague, bro, and you have to be able to read between the lines. And the dude that Rylee and I first went to, or like at the first GameStop, he was being a dick, bro. Like, he was like, I was asking him questions like, how do I get the collector's edition? Like, what steps do I have to follow to get the collector's edition? And he's just like, yeah, there's 3 p.m. finalized receipts, and then 9 p.m. you pick them up. And I was just like, well, can I buy it now? Can I pre-order it? No. You just have to bring in your receipt, and then we'll finalize it at 3 p.m. And like, the shit he was saying did not make sense. And then basically I came home and I was like, babe, this guy's being a fucking asshole. I'm just gonna wait as long as possible just to secure my spot. But also, I was dealing with such crazy back pain that I was like, bruh.
I don't think I could do this.
I was like, I can't sit there in a little fucking pop-up chair for 24 hours. Like, more than 24 hours.
Yeah, that was the night that the spine shit happened, too. So, the next morning, I told Yuri, I woke up hella early, and I was like, you want me to go check to see if anybody is at the GameStop?
Shout out to Rylee.
And he's like, yeah. Because he's hella hurting.
Because I was bummed. Because when I told her the night before they want to do the 24-hour stream, and I came to the conclusion that like I can't physically do this, I was like, dude, I lost my chance. Yeah. I was like, I'm like,
he wanted this collector's edition so bad. I was
like, I'm not getting this shit.
It was dramatic as fuck,
bruh. And then
I'm just not gonna get it. It's too late. He was being like a diva,
bruh. And then I wake up at like 8, 9 in the morning, and then Rylee's just like at my bedside. She's like, you want me to go to GameStop and check if it's there? And I was like, yes, please.
So I did my little drive-by, and that shit didn't even open till 12 p.m. And so I was like, babe, nobody's here. Nobody's waiting. This shit is locked up. It's not even open until 12. And so I go back home. We chill for a second. Yuri's starting to feel a little better, and it's like 10:30. He's like, I think I want to go check to see if if anybody's at the GameStop. And I was like, all right, let me shower and let's go. And so I took a shower. We went, and it's like 10:30 a.m. There's still nobody there. And then Yuri's like, I'm just so confused. Like, the employee didn't explain it well enough. I just want to ask him. I was like, we're gonna just be waiting here to ask him a question. Like, let's see if there's any other GameStops open right now. And I found one that was kind of nearby that was open. It opened at 10. So I was like, you want to just go here and check it out? And Yuri's like, it's hella far. I was like, it's okay. We have time. This shit doesn't even open till 12. Let's go.
You sound like you're talking to a child right now. It's so funny.
And so he's like, all right. So we go to another GameStop. The guy there was hella cool. He explained to Yuri perfectly what was going to go down.
That dude was hella cool, but also he was being vague as well. But he was being cool vague, where like I was like, all right, I'm going to take whatever your recommendations are, and I'm going to like multiply it. You know what I mean?
And I heard some key words when we were talking to him. He was like, come back at 12:40 or 2:45 when people like want to line up. And so Yuri's like, it was like still like hella early. So Yuri's like, let's go just go back home for a bit, and then we'll go to the other GameStop. And so we went back home to chill, and we like left at like 1 or something. And we go to the other GameStop, and there's like 9 people in line.
Bro.
And Yuri is like pissed. He has a meltdown. He's like, I'm so mad. Like, he's like, I'm not going to get it. It's too late. He's like, you should have pre-ordered it. I was like, oh, hell no. He's like, you don't even care.
No, I didn't.
You did pull some shit like that. And I was just like, oh, fuck no. I was like, what do you want to do? I was like, you want to go to the other place? I was like, I feel like there's nobody there because the guy said line up at 2:45. Let's go.
And the fact that we're at this other GameStop that I thought this one was like super low key. No one's gonna go there because it's so out of the way, right? When I saw 8 or 9 people already in line there, I was like, bruh, that other one is a bigger GameStop and like in an area where I would expect more people to like know about it and go there because it's a little easier to get to. I was like, dude, there's already like 20 people in line. I was like, it's a waste of time. Fuck this. And then Riley's like, let's just go check it out. And I was like,
I was about to leave him there, go myself to check it, and then tell him to Uber to me.
And basically we went over there,
But
and no one was there. And the dude was just like, yeah, man, come back at 2:45. And I was just like, it was already like 1:30 or like 2. And I was like,
we're not going
I was
back.
like, nah.
He's like, I'm just going to wait.
I'm just going to chill. And like, we just like kind of like sat in the car for a second. And then basically like 3 p.m. came around. And I just fucking, or like 2, I don't know, whatever it was. But anyways, I stood in line for like a second. It wasn't really that long. But dude, like I did stand in line for like, I don't know, like 30 minutes, a little bit longer. But as I was standing there, like at a certain point, Rylee left, and then I was just standing there by myself, and like the fucking back pain was like hitting me again, and like the inside pain. And I was just like standing there against the wall, literally by myself. No one was there yet, and I was like, fuck, bro. I was like, is this even worth it? I was like, dude, I'm going through so much pain right now. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen right. I don't know. I was just like I was like, fuck, is this even worth it right now? I'm going through so much fucking pain. I'm standing against this wall.
Well, it was.
And then, basically, long story short, I got that thing.
I got a fucking speeding ticket going back home.
I know.
I was so irritated.
I felt bad. I was on the phone with Rylee, and then she just like, I'm getting pulled over. I'm getting pulled over. I'm getting pulled over.
I'm freaking out because I thought he was pulling me over because I'm on my phone.
Exactly. And then you just hang up the phone. I was like, bro. I was like, now Riley's getting a fucking phone ticket. I was like, this is perfect.
I was like, great.
And it's even better than a phone ticket. It's a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
Much greater.
No, like, okay.
But either way, long story short, we came back at 9 p.m. to go pick it up, right?
Or no, okay, I come back to get you, and there was like a whole line wrapped around the whole GameStop, and I was like, thank God you stayed.
Yeah. Rylee, she has a video on her phone.
And I was just like, oh shit, this shit is really serious.
And the whole time.
Because I was like just making fun of Yuri the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time
giving him a hard time.
Rylee was like, she was like literally like, dude. She's like, Zelda is an old ass game. No one cares about it.
I did not say that.
But you literally you said Zelda is an old game. You're like,
you
said no one's gonna be in line.
Like, I said nobody's doing these midnight. I said nobody's doing these midnight releases anymore. Because people get that shit online.
No, but you did say like, Zelda's an old game.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't think it's that popular. I'm like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
This is gonna be ridiculous. And then fucking she comes back and she sees the fat ass line. And then she's like, oh shit, this is crazy. Anyways, we come back at 9 p.m. because that's what, like, they actually made it really easy. Like I said, I didn't really have to wait that long. If you just came a little bit in advance, like, I just had to stand there for like 30 minutes or some shit, got my fucking ticket, they're like, come back at 9 and pick it up and you're good. When we came back at 9 to pick it up, and that's where I had it all planned. I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking get the ticket at 3 p.m., go do Reconnected, we finish, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be back here by 9, and then, like, we'll get the thing. But like 4 or 5 p.m. hit me, and like hit her,
still feel like shit.
It was like multiplying. It was getting worse. Yeah. I was like, bro, I can't do this at this point. That's why I had to miss Reconnected, but I didn't miss it because of the thing. I was still able to do it.
You did not want to miss it
at that point. I was telling Rylee, I was like, dude, like, I just need to do this. But I've sat there before with like the back pain, but this was way worse than the back pain, and I was like, bro, there's no way I could do it. Like, this would be fucking terrible. Either way, we came back at 9, and that's when there was like literally like already like 100 people there standing all over the place, and it's just people of every shape and color and age and there's like young people, super old people, like all types of different people, and Riley's like, wow.
She's like, you weren't lying.
She's like, I can't believe there's so many people here, and everyone's standing around
everybody's anxious as fuck. There's
dude.
Guy like, I'll give you $20 if you're in group 1, blah blah blah. They're just like all like talking hella loud about it. Like, I can't wait to go home and play all night. I'm a pull an all nighter. Da da da. I'm like getting like having a little mini heart attack, like feeling their anxiety for them. I was like, oh my god, I feel the Z-head nation.
Yeah, Rylee kept calling me a Z-head. She's like, you're a Z-head.
Okay, I got that term because I listened to a podcast it's also they're husband and wife. They're a couple. Anyways, but she got her husband into Zelda, and like they just hella just started joking about how into it he is, and like he was just like, where my Z heads at? And I just thought that shit was hella funny, so I just kept calling Yuri that all day.
But it was like, and that's where guys, I really wanted to do the 24-hour stream of me standing in line, because I knew that the types of people you'd run into would be the most interesting groups of people ever. Like, it's gonna be very cringy, interesting, and funny. And Rylee, like, we literally saw everything, and the whole time I was standing there, like we like to pick it up, it probably took like 20 minutes. And for that 20 minutes I was standing there, I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, I wish my back did not hurt right now. I know. Because I would have literally just started my stream and just stayed with the rest of the groups and just been like, let me have your ticket, you know, like just started fucking with people or some shit like that. But I don't know, like, and that's what I was telling Ryan. I'm like, dude, I really regret that my back was hurting during this whole thing, because that would have been a great stream. I don't know when the next, so funny. I don't know when the next drop like this is gonna be, you know. The next
Final Fantasy, you said. Yeah,
Final Fantasy 16, I think, or I forgot which number is coming out.
Maybe Spider-Man.
I was thinking Final Fantasy 16. I don't care about the game, but just to experience the drop on stream would be funny. Spider-Man 2, I think, but it's like, I don't know. Zelda has that cult fan base.
They're different. It was so funny though.
We saw an old guy park in the handicap spot right in front of dude. When I was standing in line originally at 3 p.m., I saw that old dude. He pulled up in the handicap spot, and I was thinking like, because I saw so many people parking, they went to like this restaurant nearby, and I was thinking like, oh, he's going to the restaurant for sure. He like parks in the handicap spot, comes out with the cane, and like fucking like waddles over, turns around, and I see he has a Zelda shirt. I'm like, wow, this fucking 90-year-old man fucking came here with a cane
to the midnight release.
To the midnight release with a Zelda shirt. And later when we came to pick up the game, he was there as well to get it. He was the first person to get it, actually.
Yeah, he was.
And I was nudging Rylee's shoulder. I was like, look at this dude. And she was like, oh, that's so sweet.
So cute. Because he grew up with the game, probably.
Yeah, or, you know, I think he for sure grew up with the game because he had the shirt, but I was thinking maybe he's getting... Imagine he was doing that for his, like, grandson or son.
That's so cute.
That would have been crazy.
That's cute. But no, it was cool. It was funny. I just thought it was just... it was crazy because the whole time I was telling Yuri, like, it's not that serious, blah, blah, blah. And then I just saw the actual fandom. And I was just like, damn. It felt... Because I told Yuri that I've been to midnight releases for, like, Twilight and Hunger Games, like, movie releases. And that shit is like cult fan base, like everybody's hyped and like
way more people there
dressed up. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know, but
movie release.
And also there's hella different GameStops, you know.
Yeah,
all over.
That's true.
But it was cool. It was cool to experience. It was fun.
But I was telling Rylee, like, dude, I've been to a couple other releases, and I remember, I still remember to this day when Mario Kart Wii came out, and I like fucking bugged my dad to like, and my dad did not fuck with any of this shit. I don't know how he even okayed this, but he took me at midnight to when Mario Kart Wii came out, and he was just like not fucking with it. He was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, why are you waiting in line, whatever. But that shit was hectic as hell, dude. Like, you have to like super assert yourself in like certain areas, like, you know what I mean, because like fools are just gonna, you know, like cut you in line and shit, bro. When I was there at the 3 p.m. point, you know, like waiting to get my receipt and shit, there was like 6-7 people already like standing next to me behind the line of me. I was like the first person in line at this point. There's like 6-7 people behind me, and then there's this dude who like came over. I could tell he came here for the Zelda shit, and he like decided to stand over there to the right, and he stood there, and literally while he was standing there, the line got larger, bro. Like more and more people came to stand in line. He kept standing there, and at a certain point, once it got closer to 3, he just fucking like walked over right next to me, and just stood right in front of me, and I was just like 2 seconds passed by, and I was like, yo, dude.
You're like, move over, kid.
I was like, what are you doing, bro? And then he turned around, and he looked like he was like probably like 18, 19, and he had the spaciest look in his eyes, like 1,000-mile stare. And I was just like, bruh, I was like, the back of the line's over there, and he's like, oh, and fucking like left without even really saying a word. But I felt kind of weird. I was like, he had to have like thought that I would just be like so like negligent of the situation that I'd just be like, well, whatever. I was like, no, dude. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Anyways, were you happy with what you received?
I definitely am. I'm stoked.
You think it was worth it?
I think it was worth it. I'm really happy with the game, and then also, I got it at the most perfect time because we have a 10-hour flight tomorrow. So
I just hope I knock out. I'm gonna just go to sleep the whole time.
guys, this is our last,
I'm nervous.
almost our last basically our last full day in Los Angeles. We're leaving tomorrow to go to Greece, basically, and whatchamacallits. The first flight is 10 hours.
I'm so nervous.
Which I'm not really looking forward to, but if I just get to play Zelda the whole time, I think I'm chilling.
I hope you sleep too, so we have some energy when we land.
That's true, right? Are we landing during the daytime?
Yeah.
So we should. Oh man,
That's
I have to treat that time as my sleep time. God damn it, son of a bitch. All right, whatever.
At least if you get a couple hours in.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like 4 or 5 or some shit like that. Hopefully. But yes, that was the whole Zelda release story. Rylee saved the day by recommending that spot. If it wasn't for Rylee, I would not have got that because she was like, we should go here, check it out, blah, blah. I would not have done that. When I saw the 8-9 people in line, I was like, fuck it.
It's over.
I was like, no, I was like, I'm just going to go stand there. But I'm glad I didn't.
Me too.
Either way, the most nerdiest of talks is over. I got my blood tested, all that stuff. We talked about everything on my list here already. Oh, wait. I skipped over one important thing I need to address.
Oh, yes.
So I've been getting a lot of, not that much, but people have been telling me in the chat comments and certain DMs and shit like that saying, Yuri, why did you film upskirt film in Vegas or whatever? Like you did that purposely. You're a weirdo. All that shit or whatever, right, guys?
Nasty.
Basically, to give you the full context story, if you watch the stream is still there, you guys can see the whole thing there. But to give you the full context story of the quote unquote upskirt situation, right? Here's what happened. $47 was saying he wanted me to go with him to go gamble, right? And I was like, okay. And he told me, like, there's a chance you could film, there's a chance you can't. We went over there, they said you can't film, you can't do nothing. And they're very strict with the rules at those high stakes tables where you can't even have your phone out, dude. You can't even be on Instagram like this because they're gonna come over to your shoulder and see if you're taking pictures or videos. You can't even, they're really on top of their shit there. So he basically told me, like, bro, you don't have to leave. But he wanted me to be there. It's not like I was trying to stick around. He was saying, like, bro, stay here, stay near me. You get some free drinks, you get to kick it, see what's going on and stream the situation. He's like, you just gotta, he told me, put your TTS away, don't have your phone out, and just put your backpack down somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I sat down in a chair. Right next to me was another chair. I put my backpack down right there, put my GoPro down like on its back so it looks like you're just laying there, right? They're not gonna know if it's on or not, so I just left it. I can't have my phone out, so I can't see what the chat is saying. I can't see what the angle looks like because I can't have my phone out, so I literally just sat there with no phone, just staring at the gambling thing. We were there for 30-40 minutes, and I didn't know this was happening until after the stream had ended. But the lady was bringing drinks over. I guess she came over a couple times, and there was some slight upskirt shots or whatever it is, and I don't even think anything was visible. I didn't really if something was, we would have seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the whole story there. I was not fucking purposely why the fuck, dude? I don't know. Why the fuck would I do that? It was literally I was just told, put all your shit away, put it right there, and I was like, okay.
I would slap the fool. Yeah. There would not be any more tent talks.
If I was doing upskirt videos.
That's fucking weird.
I would never do that. That's the fucking weirdest shit.
I know you wouldn't.
To see some panties? What the fuck?
To see some panties?
I see them every day when we do laundry, or every Sunday when we do laundry. It's fine. Or every day too, I guess. Anyways, that's the whole upskirt situation. I don't know.
He's innocent, y'all.
I don't know why that whole thing became a thing, but I had to just put it there, bro. I had to just kind of place it like that. Pause. Not like that. Either way.
Look a little.
Guys, there's a couple things, little random tidbits of news I wanted to talk about here.
Okay. Lord, wait, what?
This is interesting here. I told Rylee about this, where I seen this guy's face is kind of viral already because in the news, it was a couple months ago, he made the announcement. He made a public announcement that many news articles covered. He said, I will be selling drugs in Canada. I'll be opening up my own store where he sells cocaine, crack, heroin, meth, and Molly. And basically his whole thing is his brother passed away from an overdose because his brother got laced with fentanyl. And there's a lot of, the numbers are insane of how many people are being laced with fentanyl and dying because of that shit. So he basically said, I want to stop this whole thing where people are getting laced drugs. I want to offer clean drugs that are tested. You know what I mean? Like by him, I'm assuming. I don't know. So he said he was going to do this a while ago. He officially opened up his store in Canada. It said 18 plus. I guess that's the rule in Canada. And I never really knew the prices of drugs. You guys could zoom in on this photo here. It tells you the price of everything. That shit is expensive.
Really?
1 gram of cocaine is like $90. 2 grams is like 200 or something like that. I was like, bro. I was like, this is how much fucking people, drug addicts are spending on drugs. Like, that's insane. But either way, yes, he opened up the store, and I guess within the first day he was arrested. But I did see videos of him actually selling stuff. There's videos of people coming up to his window going like, 5 mollies, please. He's like, here you go. Yeah, like he actually sold some product.
I'm sure
I thought it was an actual store, but no, he opened up like a fucking, like a shack.
Illegal ass.
He just opened up a shack on the sidewalk.
Oh, hell no. The drugstore.
Yeah, he opened up a shack on the sidewalk and just...
Okay, well, that's why he got arrested.
Bro, but like... I wonder how much drugs he had on him.
I know.
Imagine like some robber was just like, oh, there's a shack on the side of 3rd Street right there that has like 50 mollies and all this meth and coke and crack. Like, oh, let's go, dude. There's this one skinny dude there with a fake bulletproof vest on. That's all we got to worry about. I don't know. Oh yeah, look right here. You see people going up to his window saying like, can I have this? Can I have that?
Oh, hell no.
And he was just giving it to them. Pause. Bro, that's insane. But
that is crazy.
like I said, he's been arrested already within day 1 of his operations, and I guess it should be expected.
Yeah.
This story, something I thought was very interesting here. Back in the early 2000s, I feel like it was such a viral thing on eBay to see like funny things being sold on eBay, like
yeah, we've talked about that.
Ashton Kutcher's comb, or you know what I mean, like random items being sold for 100,000, whatever, all this shit. And I feel like that's kind of died. You know what I mean? You don't see like stories like that anymore. Did you see the video of this?
Yeah, I saw it.
Where Chief Keef basically pulled up to like a dumpster, threw 2 double cups out, and threw like a bottle of like water out, and there's like some dude was recording a video of Chief Keef. He was like zooming in as he was throwing the cups out. He's like, yo, I'm gonna go grab those cups. Films the whole thing of how he runs over, grabs both cups, and then he lists them on eBay. A bunch of people were giving him shit saying, you idiot, blah blah blah, whatever, and he was replying to people, I think on Twitter or some shit, saying, wait till you see how much this shit sells for, right? The last thing I saw was like $1,000, $2,000. Look at this winning bid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
16,100.
That's crazy. It's like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna have it on your shelf?
Clone him. I don't know.
Clone him?
Yeah, with his.
But like, it actually sold, so.
I wonder, like, who bought it? Like, who's that big of a Chief Keef fan? But
there's hella people. Hella people always say that's like their inspiration.
But you know how like this could instantly fall apart? Like Chief Keef has this like mystique around him where he's like very private and doesn't like really do too much public shit. But if Chief Keef sees this and goes like, oh, every one of my cups I could sell for 16K, like he could just start doing it. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever it is, then it will just drop the value. Like what keeps this value high is the fact that Chief Keef doesn't care about his cups.
Yeah.
He wants them to be destroyed. He doesn't care that they can resell for 20K. You know what I mean? But what if he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna start reselling my old cups.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
he needs it.
Yeah, I don't think he would do that either. But their shit sold for 16.1.
That is crazy.
I feel like that can go like in a Chief Keef museum. You know,
Definitely.
Exotic pop and BT. What the hell is BT?
16K is wild.
It says the Big Thirsty. BT stands for Big Thirsty. Exotic pop and Big Thirsty. Okay. Yeah, congrats to the guy who did this, because that's very clever, very smart. A lot of people are calling him an idiot, and now he's made half a year's salary.
Let's go.
By reselling some fucking cups. That's weird. Either way, yo, guys, we're going to do a little short after show here, but like I said, this is our last day in LA.
We gotta get ready.
To pack all our belongings, clean up the house, get everything ready. Beans is going to be staying with Toke and Alley. Huge shout out to Toke and Alley for watching him for us.
Thank you so much.
But Beans will be staying with Toke and Alley for a week while we're gone. He might be a whole different man when we come back. He might be surfing.
Hopefully him and Chippy just get along.
I know. What? Like,
he might be surfing. Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
You know this? I remember. I forgot this dude's name, but there's this like one YouTuber he went to jail actually over this. I feel like a while ago, where his he was like a troll, right? And he had a girlfriend, or he has, like, I think they're still together. His girlfriend was going on a trip, and they have a dog together, and she loves the dog more than him, like, than anything. That's like she fucking like super loves his dog. And he basically made a video where he's like, my girlfriend loves his dog more than anything, so I'm gonna teach the dog the most vile thing possible, the most insane fucked up shit possible. He's like, I'm gonna teach the dog how to Heil Hitler. And basically he did a video where he taught the dog how to Heil Hitler, and he I think he went to jail, but he for sure got in trouble, had a fine or whatever, but he got in like hella trouble for it. And I'm thinking, what if Toke does the same thing to Beans? what if Toke teaches Beans to only want to drink
Corona?
Flat tires and Coronas?
Bro.
What if when Beans comes back and we put out like a bowl of water for him, he's like, he like shakes his head and like walks away.
We put a Corona out, he's like
he's
salivating.
Like, yeah, he's like, oh my god, dude. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but either way, shout out to them for watching Beans. All right, and also shout out to you guys for watching us.
Thanks.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of 10 Talks. We're gonna do an after show, like I said, in about 5-10 minutes. It's not gonna be a long one, but pause. You know, we have to get ready and all that stuff. It just gives us the chance to talk to you guys in the chat and everything. Shout out to everyone. We appreciate you guys so much.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you guys. I just realized I have all this stuff right here. Usually I move all this shit so it doesn't interfere with the green screen, but I realize it's still there right now. But whatever. Thank you guys. If you guys can, drop a like, drop a comment.
Drop a subscribe if you haven't already.
And also thank you for 10,000 subscribers. We've officially hit 10K here.
Let's go,
so
baby.
Thank you guys. All right. Peace, everyone.
Peace.
Wait, hold on. I keep forgetting.
Just kidding.
I know, just kidding. I keep forgetting that we have this new snazzy outro. All right, peace,
Bye.
everyone. Have
I'm
a good one, guys.
Go on fire.
It up with Rylee. You better come with it or kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.